All right. Welcome one, welcome all to the 2010 IML Super Bowl. We've got a great matchup for you guys today featuring the Eagles run by John, who we all know, and the Giants run by Sam, who are making only their second appearance in this big game. Now, we had a little bit of an interview with these two guys beforehand just to recap a little bit what they were talking about. So, as we all know, John has experience in this situation. He's been in a Super Bowl three times, and as of now, has not lost any. Sam is a little bit more of a newbie to this situation. He was in one Super Bowl a couple seasons ago, but he lost to Star in not exactly close matchup. So he's got one game of experience on his side, but he doesn't have that all desired Super Bowl win yet. Although he was very, very positive when he was talking about how that game experience was for him, mentioning that just getting to the Super Bowl is a great honor for him, especially being able to play against Star, and telling us he has a very important, very special plan for this one to win. So we'll see if he can play on that. We'll see if he can pull out maybe a little bit of an upset. And I don't know about you, Finn, but my view on this Super Bowl is basically there are two outcomes to this game. Either Sam wins a nail biter or John just blows him away. I don't see a situation where Sam wins this one comfortably. What do you think?
It's Madden. Anything's possible. It's not like you're right. You're probably right. There is a route for Sam to have a blowout if John, and I wouldn't anticipate this happening, but if he crumbles under some pressure and falls behind early, Sam's defense can be really tough, and it's the kind of defense where if you gamble, you might pay dearly. So that would be the one route I could see where Sam walks away with this in a complete blowout. But yes, you're probably right. I'm anticipating a close one. I don't have no idea what happened, but the way John's been playing right now lends itself to very close games, and it's very impressive that he's able to continuously win this way because you're playing with fire winning like that. But it's working so far, and I anticipate a really good match.
Yeah, we have seen John in a couple games streamed already this season. Nothing from Sam yet. This is our first view of him on a broadcast. But one thing that we've noticed about John over the past couple of games maybe has been some occasional user errors, specifically on his receivers. And as great a game as he can play, seeing those come out from him are those are far and in between, but they seem to be nagging at him, nipping him in the heels a little bit this season. So we'll see if those show up at all here in the Super Bowl. And with that, I think we'll head over to the stats just to give ourselves a little bit of an idea of who it is we're dealing with. So if we look, and I know we all know John's offense, we've seen him three or four times already this season. So do I really need to give him an introduction? Matt Schaub and his receiving corps of Hayward Bay, Jacoby Ford, his speedy receiver. And you guys are very familiar with his kick return game with Jacoby Ford there returning his kicks. Now, if we go over to Sam a little bit, there are a couple things that I would like to mention about Sam. First of all, that Sam has the absolute GOAT at QB coming into what season would this be? 2010, his 11th season, I believe. Tom Brady is heading up the Giants' passing attack, and he comes in at ninth on our QB list. He's got 36 touchdowns to 20 interceptions, not nearly the absolutely stellar numbers that John has, 57 touchdowns and 24 interceptions, but still very solid. It comes in with a nice 96.5 rating, does Tom Brady, and a 60% passing completion rate. So Sam's passing attack is very Brady-esque, very solid, very precise. He does have a few turnovers, and it's not as dominant a part of his game as it is maybe for John, but it's definitely a threat. If we come over to the rushing, we have LaDainian Tomlinson in the backfield for the Giants, power rushing attack there, with Javid Best in the backfield for the Eagles. You're familiar with him. We've seen him many times before. Kick returns, Golden Tate returning kicks for the Giants. Speed, no touchdowns this season as opposed to Jacoby Ford's ridiculous number, 5 touchdowns. But still some pretty solid return average, 23.4, which means that Sam is usually starting drives slightly within an advantageous situation. There is one thing that I would like to point out, though, and this maybe is something that we'll notice in the Super Bowl. If we head over to the punt returns, you'll notice that See, yes, of course, Jacoby Ford is in first place, but Sam's Golden Tate directly behind him, actually with a higher average than him. And with one TD on the board as well, with a 64-yard punt return. So maybe potentially some danger there for John if he ever has to punt back to Sam. We'll see. We'll see if Sam can take advantage of those situations.
I've personally never
Anything?
seen a punt return touchdown in my life on this game. It's very, very rare. That's pretty
It
impressive.
is. I am very curious who that came against because I have not seen one either. And I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew they were possible, but in a league like this where guys are so good at covering, I didn't think that was very likely. So, in the end, two very high-powered teams. Obviously, you have to be to make it to the Super Bowl. You have to be for John to make it through Finn. Sorry, Finn, that we had to mention your loss there, but to be Sam, make it through Sign, and then Ed. Two very on-point, precise teams, powerful. I'm really hoping we see a great game today. We'll see how this is. Anything you want to add to this, Finn?
Yeah, just that, John's, like I said before, he's really kind of recreating himself on the fly here. Sam, he's just been a consistently good player the entire time we've had this league, and going back to our last league as well. So it's always nice to see Sam do good. I'm, I'm pulling for each of these guys for different reasons, but a little bit of an extra pull for Sam just to see if he can get his first one. Like I said before, I think his play style is perfect for a guy like John. I think he's not going to give anything easy, and he's going to make it tough. So if John wants this for Super Bowl, he's going to have to earn it.
All right. And with that, I think that about wraps the stats up. Just one thing that would be good to mention before we go in, and I know we don't have the standings up. This is the Super Bowl, so the regular season standings don't really matter, but it is worthy of a mention that Sam has had a really underdog road this whole time. He came in an 8th seed in the playoffs, which is not a high seed. John came in as 4th seed. So we're not dealing with 1 and 2 here. We're dealing with some of our slightly lower seeds. And if you guys were able to read some of the interview questions that we sent, they mentioned that a little bit. But I think Sam maybe has a little bit less pressure than John coming into this game. John has that, the favorite pressure. Sam's got the underdog mentality, though. So we'll see if he can keep his focus and pull out a good game here.
All right.
All right, take it away, Finn.
All right, we'll just do a quick little intro video, and then we'll go right into the game. All right, and with that, the Super Bowl begins now. We are going to just synchronize our videos, and we'll be right in. All right, so Doc, 8 seconds. We'll do a 3, 2, 1 play. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, we're synced up, and we are headed to the Super Bowl, and we're going to skip the opening kickoff. That was rather anticlimactic. We're going to go straight for the first play of the game, which was a quick run to the left by John. So John's going to come out on offense to start, and Sam's going to get the second half kickoff, that means. Here we're going to see John come out in 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. He's going to stick with his run game. Best breaking a tackle, running down to the left. Sam trying to dive and get him. What a nice run by John to start out the game. That's a way to put on some solid yardage to come out.
Yeah, but we didn't see it, but he must have had a pretty good return there right off the bat.
Must have. It's a shame we didn't get that. Oh, and it looks like Sam's going to get a sack right off the bat with 2nd and 17 coming up for John. That's exactly what Sam needs to make sure this game doesn't get out of hand.
Risky
John, I'm going
to
to stick with
run play action. Risky to play action against Sam's front. He's got really good defensive line, and they will get off the edge there and make you pay on those play action plays.
All right, and Sam right away forcing John back to a 3rd and 19. Good defense from him on this first drive. After letting up a decent, solid gain for the first set of downs, he's held John back to a 3rd and 19 here. So let's see if he can make the most out of this one.
Well, we got Hayward Bay here, but
Schaub running to the right, looking for best. And he's going to make that catch. What a user play by John. That is just impossible to defend against.
And that's a new play he crafted, but usually Best is going to slink across the middle. Oh, we got to pause here. But yeah, he actually just redesigned this play, and usually that Best goes across the middle, but there he threw him to the post.
All right, Sam's going to challenge this. Looks like he didn't get his feet in bounds. Sam probably not going to win this one. It looks like he got that toe tap down. 1, 2, yep. Yeah, that's 3 steps actually. So Sam hoping against hope he would get that one called back, but no, that's not likely. All right, play stands.
Yeah, John's really good at timing that out on the sideline, and it always looks like he doesn't have space, but then he has space. It's very frustrating to play against.
I can vouch for that. All right, here we go. John coming out in some form of goal line defense. Steps back to pass with Schaub running right, looking for Gates. Well covered there by Sam. Batted down, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and again, that's Sam's defense. They just play really well. A lot of times in big games, he's talked about just letting his AI do the work. He's built a good team, so he'll just play a defensive lineman and let his guys take care of business behind him, and that's another instance of it.
All right, here comes John in 2nd and 10, looking for that halfback wheel route. Steps back, running left, motions Gates toward the end zone. He's going to go for the easy catch, and it's picked by Sam in the end zone. What an interception by Sam. Well played there.
Very
He's going to take the touchback.
He looked like he wanted to take that out of the end zone, but that was a very good decision on his part.
Very smart to not let himself get into harm's way there. All right, and just like that, John looked like he was primed to start this with a touchdown, but Sam's going to come out, take that pick, and go on offense. Here we go. Tom Brady hands it off to Tomlinson. Tomlinson up the middle for a gain of about 3, make that rather.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you see if Sam user that interception, or was that just his AI?
It looked to me like he switched on to user at the last second there. I'm not sure about that, though. I wouldn't bet my life on it.
Great play. Looks like John has the 2-4-5 defense.
All right, John coming out. 2-4-5, like Finn mentioned. Sam taking his time to call that.
Yep, and he wanted
audibling around.
He was hoping that edge rusher on the left here was going to follow Gresham so he could do a run play, but now he has to audible.
Quick passing to Gresham, and he's got that first down. A good solid start for Sam.
Yeah, that's just good read and react there by Sam.
All right, John putting his zone out there, only saving 2 rushers. Sam coming out 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Going to take the run with Tomlinson. Breaking a tackle, goes for a gain of about 9.
Oh boy, he's using Tomlinson. What, you know what his speed is, or no? I can look that up, but I think he's pretty old.
He is pretty old, and if I remember correctly, he was one of those that might have had a fumble issue, but strength seems to be what Sam is going for here. Play action, Brady in the pocket, looks for Tomlinson, can't get him there, dropped. It's a complete 3rd and 2.
I think if he waits a little bit longer on that, although he does have Brady, now that's the star route, so if he had a faster quarterback, he could have rolled left and led the receiver a little bit, but as a result, gets batted down.
All right, looks like John's going to bring the heat here.
Looks like we got a fullback
Going
dive.
5 rushes.
Yep.
Tomlinson up the
Oh,
middle. Tried the spin move, but he got that nasty little glitch there that sucks him back into the tackle.
yeah. Bad
Looks like
animation.
Sam's.
Um,
Yeah, unfortunate.
and the spin is, in that situation, usually something you pre-plan. You just want to get out around that tackle, and it usually is great most of the time, but it just really screwed him.
All right, here goes Sam on a 4th and 2. Gonna see if he can convert this.
Oh, boy.
Play action. He is gonna roll right. He's gonna go
Oh,
down the field,
boy.
and it's knocked down. It looks like he had Kuhn there right off the bat, but he just missed that read. And John's gonna go back on offense. Good defense.
Well, and that's unfortunate, but I think that's big game mentality. I think he thought the run was going to be too obvious. He just got stuffed on a run, not feeling super confident, and he got a little bit too fancy when I think, easily capable of getting 2 yards and 2 downs if he runs it.
All right. Well, 2 stops by both of our players here.
Oof.
And Jones on the reception there breaks a tackle, has a gain of about 12. Looked like that was under danger of being picked, but managed to get it through.
Yeah, Sam's defense remains tough. Even a 10-yard gain, it looked pretty close. So, and you can see John so far. He's a little bit unsure of himself. I don't think he's fully comfortable with what he's seeing. I think when you come out and your guys are wide open, it's easy to call plays and feel confident. But now I think he's starting to second guess himself a little bit.
And John's going to go back to the stop and go route with Howard Bay on the left. Keep your eye on that. On the play action. Goes left, looking for Ford, and it's batted down by Sam again. Well smothered that time.
Yeah, excellent coverage. And that's a lot of times that's just how the AI wants to play it on any given day. And today, Sam's AI is just beasting out.
All right, John motions best out to the left for trips there. Falls back with Schaub in the pocket. Hangs. Looking for Howard Bay. Well covered. Triple coverage, quadruple coverage, quintuple coverage. Sam had that one down.
Yeah, and that's an example of why if you have a wheel route to the same side as you have a post route to the sideline, you want to change that wheel route because that wheel route will bring an extra defender into the picture late.
All right, Schaub under pressure and sacked for a 4th down. Sam stopping John cold here. Now, do we have any doubt if John's going to go for it or not? No, we don't.
I'm going to be honest. If I'm John right now, I'm kicking this field goal because I can sense how this game is going, and points are going to be a premium.
And John foregoes the more passive approach, play action, looking down the middle. Gates has it. Oh, and it's a fumble. Oh, and Sam recovers the ball.
Wow.
That is killer.
Well, I was just about to say that's why John is in the Super Bowl and I'm not. But that's just very unlucky for John there. That was still a good play call.
That's unfortunate. No, it didn't look to me like Sam tried a strip there, but just knocked out of Gates' hands.
Yep.
What a lucky break for Sam.
Well, so far,
he's going to need a couple of those.
Looks a lot like my game with John, where we just trading turnovers back and forth.
All right, and John looking for the strip there, but he's going to get a face mask instead for a good, solid 15-yard gain for Sam.
And you like to see those called against John because John does mash that strip button. And I'm not rooting against John, but, does deserve a face mask once in a while if he's going to mash the strip button like that.
Occasionally. Play action looked like that just was missed, and Brady's got wide open field. What happened there? That was wild.
That was wild. Brady not mobile.
No, not mobile at all. But I don't know if that was intentionally a QB draw, or it just looked like the handoff animation didn't get triggered there. But good reaction time from Sam to make something out of it and gets a 1st down.
We've already got 1 quarter in the books, 0-0.
All right, not what we both expected necessarily, but good start. I'd say a solid start for both these teams, probably more for Sam than for John. But play action, gets his defense. Grisham looking for it in and out of his hands, incomplete.
Good route by Sam. As the game goes on, the one thing I will say about Sam's offense in the past is he does get a little bit predictable at times. I know he's been branching out his offense more and more the last couple of seasons, so hopefully we'll see him continue to call new plays.
Oof. Brady sacked for a 5-yard loss behind the line of scrimmage there. 3rd and 14 coming up. Good pass rush there by John. Nice, solid. All the gaps were covered.
Yeah, both defensive lines are having their way right now. Look at it again. Oof.
Oh, Just
Wow.
goes straight through that line, and Brady's sacked for another 5-yard loss. Second or 4th and 24, and definitely a punt here.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. That's incredibly frustrating if you're Sam.
That was interesting. Punt from Sam, just kind of pops it short. Forward on the return, angling right, breaks a couple tackles.
Ooh.
Sam looking for the strip, can't quite get it. Down around the 42-yard line.
Yep, good return by John. Interesting strategy. He was close enough where he could have just angled it to the sideline and hit a line drive and called it a day, but now we're at the 42.
Sam already has forced a fumble in this game, so I imagine he's going to be trying his luck in getting that. Best on the quick out route, and he's got a first down there for a 10-yard gain.
And that's
John taking it to Sam's side of the field.
Yeah, that's a little cheapy from John there. John's just getting those free 10 yards and packing it up for the next one.
Whatever you can do. All right, motion's best out to the right. Gonna step back in the pocket, looking right, looking left. He's going for Joe times that run great, but Sam's defense is there to just kind of knock that ball out of his hands.
And he's gonna have to be careful because, as you said in the pregame, his user has been a little bit suspect. If he makes a mistake against Sam's defense like that, that safety's just gonna grab it. So he's got to be very careful.
Schaub rolling right, staying in the middle, rolling left, throws across his body.
Oh.
John, nice user with Best there to stop and time up that run. Grabs a first down on the play.
Yep, and that's where I don't know if Sam did it manually, but you got to go for the swat there. You can't try to pick it, just a bad angle.
All right, John running to the left, angles back to the right with Best, tackled for a 2-3-yard gain.
Solid tackle. Usually Best doesn't get taken down on the first contact, so a very solid tackle there.
Yeah, just keeping Sam's defense honest here. John trying to make sure he's not becoming too predictable. Play action. Rolls right, looking. Hayward Bay is motioned, and John's going to have a wide open goal to the end zone. Dives in for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl. Eagles go up by 6.
Well, very crafty. That's a signature star play there. Just shamelessly taking those quarterback yards, and it's the Super Bowl. You do it every time.
That is one thing that we will not be seeing much of from Sam today, but a good solid drive finally from John here to take us into about halfway through the second quarter.
Well, you never know. We had the Super Bowl, the NFL Super Bowl a couple days ago. We had Mahomes scampering for 30 yards. We didn't think we'd see that either. So anything's
some
possible.
Wide open space for Golden Tate. Oh, he's tackled around the 30. Looks like there was some more there than he actually got.
Yeah, so Sam's got the pressure on him now. Unenviable position here, but he's just got to get his offense going.
All right. Bam coming out with 3 wide receivers. Hands it off to Tomlinson. Tackle immediately for no gain. Brings up to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, John's defense so far, that front is just giving him all sorts of problems, and that wasn't characteristic of him earlier in the playoffs. He was kind of giving up that run to guard the pass.
Brady in the pocket, looking incomplete, batted away by Smith. John's defense just in the way of that pass. So Sam coming out facing another 3rd and 10. Goes trips on the right, 1 receiver to the left, and Jones in the backfield. So it looks like this will likely be a pass.
Oh my gosh.
Steps back, Brady is sacked immediately. That edge rusher is just brutal. Brings up 4th and 18. Sam's going to punt for the 2nd time in a row. Not something you want to be doing against John.
And one reason we might be seeing a little bit of a different strategy is because of the immobility of Brady and the play style of Sam. He's a pocket guy. He's a quick pass guy. So he doesn't have to worry about a spy. He can just send all 4 and get that edge pressure.
All right, John with another decent punt return there for maybe 10, 15-yard gain. Set himself up close to the 40-yard line on his own side of the field. 1st and 10 goes with the fullback dive, tackled quite quickly by Sam for a 1 or 2-yard gain. It's going to bring in 2 minutes and a half left in the second quarter, so about halfway done this. And here comes John again with that stop-and-go route. Hayward Bay on the left. Oh, and he's going to be sacked. Sam's defense plows through his offensive line to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be one of those games where points are at a premium, time is at a premium. Because of all these sacks, the clock just keeps rolling.
3rd and 14.
About 9 seconds away from the 2.2 minute rest. John's going to come out, Just roll to the left, looking for Best. He's
Ooh.
going to take it himself, but he waited a little bit too long on that run there, and Schaub is tackled for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, he did. I think he had at least most of the yards if he would have ran from the get-go, but I think he was looking big.
He tried to user Best out to the left or to ahead, looking for an opening there. He didn't ever quite get it. All right, Sam coming out in the 3-3. Looks like some sort of a nickel formation.
Here's the Gates route.
Audio's looking downfield for Best. Looks like it's covered, and it's intercepted. Doughty on the return. Let's see where Sam can go. Oh, John looking for a fumble there, but can't quite get it.
Dangerous all the way around. But it started out, it's as good as a punt for John. But then Sam takes the risk bringing it back. End of the day, equal exchange.
Yeah, that's where your heart jumps into your throat if you're Sam. You just intercepted the definite favorite of the game, and then you almost fumbled it. Oh, look at that space for Tomlinson, and it looks like John is, that's close to being another face mask, but he gets a little bit lucky there.
Blockers.
Sam's going to go with the hurry up.
Yeah, blockers just have no chance today. That was crazy.
Sometime Madden dictates the defense will be dominant. Tomlinson going, looking for that strip again, and Sam's got to be careful because John is really getting some good animations. It's unlucky for him that nothing's been brought out yet.
Yep.
All right, 1:20 left in the second quarter. Sam goes play action, looking deep. He's got Kuhn. And again, a good animation from John, but no fumble.
Oh, he's got to take a page out of Sign's book on that one. He had the tight end cross if he had just waited a couple more seconds. But he throws it to a guy that's usually only going to get a couple of yards on that one, unless you get lucky.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Sam. 1 minute left in the second quarter. He's going to run it with Tomlinson. He's got a lot of wide open space, jumping over a few, and he's got a first down. So he's moving the ball. He's got enough time. He stalls all 3 timeouts.
Great play call. Even John was fooled. Expecting pass, gets the run right up the middle.
Play action, looking, has Tomlinson, and he's tackled for a gain of about 6. Sam just dinking and dunking down the field. That's what you can do. That's what you'll take.
You just got to be careful, though, because here that's the same play he just ran before. Same play action play, and that's at least the 3rd time he's run it, so he's got to be careful.
Tomlinson goes for a gain of about 4 after a nice little animation to bump him forward a few yards. 3rd and 2. Sam is 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions, so not doing very well there.
Oh, wow.
0 for 4 on 3rd down conversions after a really surprising tackle by John.
I can't believe he got tackled like that. That's just crazy. Looked like he had all the momentum. Was right there, was about to get a first down, and just got ripped back.
Sometimes Madden's physics just go a little bit wacky. Sam coming out, looks like it's going to be the QB sneak.
Oh,
and
excellent play call.
All. And Tomlinson's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. How unfortunate is that? That sucks. That was a great play call. It looked like it was set up correctly, and just nasty from the luck. The RNG gods took that one away from him.
Yeah, he's not getting any forward momentum on these runs. That's just nuts.
All right, John going to look for something before halftime. 20 seconds left. He takes it up the middle for about 7. Spends a timeout. He's got 1 left.
2nd and 3. Ball on the
All right, he's going to go 3 wide receivers and Best in the backfield. Looks like he's looking for some sort of a delayed.
Ooh.
Never mind. He's looking for a sack.
Well, I think Sam got lucky on that one because I think he had Ford about to break wide open down the field as the safety didn't know what he was doing.
It looks like John saw that too.
Yep, and he was going back to the well.
Again. That was unfortunate by John or good defense by Sam. Either way, John's going to let this one run out to the half. And we have a tight game, guys. 7-0 at the half. Good half called from both.
We're ready to begin the 3rd quarter of
yeah, we don't have anything for halftime, right?
No, not particularly. So
okay.
Let's go ahead. All right, let's get straight into it. Sam on the return. He's going to get first possession here in the half. Golden Tate on the way back, looking for some space. Breaks the tackle from Hall, and he's taken down around the 20. That looks like a good return, but not exactly what Sam was looking for. He only ends up getting 20 yards on the return.
Yeah,
Here he comes. Let's see if Sam can make something happen. Go ahead.
I'll wait till this play's over. Yeah, I liked Sam's strategy there. Just unfortunate. He could be in the lead right now. It's just been a crazy game so far, but I'm glad it's still close. They're both still in it, and yeah, they're both fighting real hard.
All right. Sam comes out with a run up the middle with Tomlinson, and he's going to break one tackle, then get tackled by the second one. Seems like Sam has gotten some really unfortunate sticks on that O-line. His running back looks like he has a hole, but he just sticks on his own line.
Yeah.
And that stopped him a couple times.
Absolutely.
All right. Sam looking with Brady, goes deep.
Yep.
Oh, he had it open, and it's going to be defensive pass interference.
Pass
Yep.
interference.
And
Foul.
Sam will do that. He will throw it deep, even in a double coverage sometimes. If he decides that's what he's going to do, he'll do it, and it puts you under pressure. Sam doesn't have a flawless connection, so sometimes that can be tricky to handle, although it just depends on who's playing him. I'm not sure what John's dealing with right now, but that one worked out. John got a little bit too greedy.
All right, a good start there by Sam. Good, into a bunch of coverage there for Grisham. Close. Could have been intercepted. Not bad by Sam.
Well, it could have been, but hard to do. He threw it at the perfect angle, high pointed. That's just really hard to get to for a linebacker.
All right, Tomlinson on a run to the right. He's going to be tackled for a gain of about 2 at the 20.
I got to look up Tomlinson's speed. He's got to be pretty slow these days.
All right. Here comes Sam again in that 3 receiver formation that he's been really going to a bunch this game. Spotlighting Jones is John. Sam looking, and it's overthrown. But another defensive pass interference. John is getting screwed
Pass
here.
interference on the defense. Number 36, first down.
All right, so Sam with a couple somewhat lucky. Defensive pass interference in this game is usually somewhat legitimate. Maybe that last one was a little bit more ticky-tacky than normal, but looking for the corner route. He's got him. Johnson in the end zone, and we have a 6-7 game, probably 7-7 after this extra point. Tie game, third quarter in the Super Bowl.
Wow, great pass. That must be a bread and butter play for Sam because, you don't throw that unless you've had some experience with that. You know how he's going to react. Otherwise, it's kind of dangerous. So
he went to it with no hesitation.
Yes, he did.
All right, so John, neither of these teams really had a lightning fast start, but John was looking very comfortable. Sam's come out and tied this one up. On the first opening drive, Ford breaking, well, not breaking any tackles, but weaving through the players there for good return. Ball on the 37.
Yeah, and so far, I wouldn't, normally I wouldn't say this is in John's favor right now, but the way he's been playing, the experience he's built this playoffs, playing games just like this, he probably feels a lot more comfortable than he would have in the past.
Schaub running right, goes back into the pocket looking for Ford deep, and that's going to be defensive pass interference on the Giants now. Refs are getting a little bit flag happy, it looks like.
I'm not sure if I agree with that one, although, it's if he bumped him, he bumped him. So, but John, excellent pocket awareness on that one. Could have got sacked if he hadn't nudged his quarterback at just the right moment in just the right direction, and he evades it and gets that long gain on the penalty.
Yes, very, very good pocket movement there. Schaub running right, looking, looks for Ford. Looked wide open, and it's just off target. Unfortunate.
That is rough.
That corner route was wide open for D Ford and for Ford, and then just no luck on the throw there by Schaub. All right, so here comes 2nd and 10 for John. Best's going to be taken down for a gain of only about 3. 3rd and 7.
That's a good run commit. If he doesn't run commit, then that corner probably doesn't get off the wide receiver block like that, and he's running at least 8 yards right up the middle. Look at Ojo
here comes John. Looking to the right, looking. He's going to take off with Schaub, and he's going to take it down with only about a half yard before the first down marker.
Well, Sam's
going to think, guys?
He's going for it. I have no idea what he's going to do, but here's the thing. Sam really needs to start setting the QB spy because late in the game, close game, John's going to take that every time. He can't afford to give that up.
All right, John looking for the QB sneak here, and he gets it barely, but he gets it.
A tale of 2 animations.
Yes, that was eerily similar to Sam's 4th down attempt earlier this game, but John gets the lucky one, and Sam gets the unlucky one. All right, John with a fresh set of downs, rolls left,
Oof,
looking for
dangerous.
his tight end. That was Gates, I believe, but no luck there. Triple coverage, and yes, a dangerous throw.
Looked like he might have spotlighted Gates on that one. He had a lot of attention.
Jones running left, breaking a tackle, and it looks like it's going to be a face mask on top of it.
Oh boy.
So that's going to be a first down and goal for John.
Face mask.
Let's see where they set it. The 3-yard line.
Automatic. First down.
Well, John's happy to take that, and now he's just thinking plunge it in, get the lead, and see if he can force a turnover.
All right, John goes with Wallace on the QB sneak right up the middle into the end zone. 3-yard gain on that for the touchdown. So we've got a 7-14 game, folks. In the third quarter, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, exactly halfway done. This one is exactly what we all wanted. A nice, tight, close game. Worthy for a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
All right, Sam on the turn. Let's see if Golden Tate can get him something to work with here. Looks like he has some space. Avoiding guys. Ooh, Matthews there. Looks like he was going for the face mask, but the animation got stopped before he could do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like, I'm surprised that didn't trigger.
All right, Sam coming out with the ball in 28. Not a terrible return there. Looking to get something started. Let's see, Brady back in the pocket, passes off to Tomlinson to the screen. Oh, it looks like he could have gone a lot farther, but he just steps out of bounds there.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, he very nimble, almost made the exact right play, just couldn't quite get it.
All right, split backs with Kuhn and Tomlinson in the backfield, and 3 wide receivers.
Little run to Tomlinson here, maybe. Nope, now he's audibling it.
All right, Brady steps back in the pocket, looking deep. Nothing there. Double coverage. Couldn't quite get it. Looks like that was the same play that he tried to score the touchdown on.
Could have been. Yeah, and that's the danger of predetermining your throw, because that was well covered.
All right. Sam, 3rd and 7. Looking. Oh, that was lucky. It looks like Brady was under a ton of pressure there. Manages to get the ball down to his receiver, though.
And that looked like Brady, didn't it? Just right in the teeth of the pressure and just barely gets it away in time right over the middle.
It does. Interesting. I'm just now realizing that Sam actually has 2 number 12s on his team. That's interesting. That was 12 to 12.
All
right,
he likes him some number 12.
Yeah. All right, so 2nd and 10 coming up for Sam after that deep attempt goes incomplete. John coming out 3-4, it looks like now. Brady in the pocket. Looks John diving for that and knocks the ball incomplete. Looked like a user at the last second there.
Yeah. John continues to play good defense. Pressure's mounting on Sam here. He's got to make something happen.
All right, and that 3rd down conversion was Sam's first of the game. So hopefully something pointing to some good luck to come. But he's up against another 3rd and 10 here. See what he can make of it. Brady back in the pocket, has Tate wide open, and a good strike to Tate for a gain of about 13.
And that's a play I told him after it's, I think it was a Super Bowl loss to John. We were talking about ways to improve his offense, and I said one thing you can add in, quick pass to wide receiver too. Just keep the chains moving, do it 3 or 4 times a game, instant upgrade.
Tomlinson takes that one away from the batting linebacker there. That was a dangerous throw by Sam. But a gain of 4.
Yep, dinking and dunking. If he can get a touchdown here, I love his chances, because then the pressure becomes on John, and John doesn't like to punt or take field goals. So
John definitely is a very aggressive player, which works out well for him in most cases, but it can play against him. All right, this is a toss to the left for Tomlinson. He takes it up the middle for maybe a 6-yard gain, bring up 3rd and inches. Sam should be able to convert this one easily, but we've seen him get stuffed a couple times already on this game.
And the question is he going to take a little risky play here, knowing he has the inches? But no, he's going right up the middle, and I don't.
Right up the middle with Kuhn, and good 3-yard gain there for the first down. Just play it safe. That's all he needs. All right, so Sam is now approaching red zone territory on John's side of the field comfortably and looking to tie this game up at 14. 14 to 7, 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like we're in for a really great fourth quarter. Brady all alone for a while, and he's only going to get about an 8-yard gain on that one, but Brady had a ton of time there.
Yeah, he must have thrown it at the perfect angle because if he had angled it to the left, that ball gets picked off or swatted, but threw it exactly where it needed to be.
All right, let's see if Sam gets a playoff before the fourth quarter begins, third quarter ends. He does. It's a fullback run. It's breaking a tackle there to bring it down at the 20. And with that, we'll head into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great game so far.
Great game. Sam on the end of the red zone. First and 10, fourth quarter. Let's see if he can bring back a little bit of Brady magic to do a fourth quarter comeback. He's done so many of those. Let's see if he can do one more. All right, Sam's got 7 seconds left on the clock. He needs to hike it soon. 4. And he gets it off. It's a run to Tomlinson up the middle. John looking for the fumble again, but can't quite get it down to the 15-yard line. More dinking and dunking from Sam. Maybe one of the more realistic drives we've ever seen in Madden. No deep throws, no... Well, there were a couple of quick passes, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep. He's just working his way down, and he will take all the yards John's giving him here.
All right, Brady falls back, looking for Jones wide open over the middle, and he's going to take that down to the 5-yard line.
I didn't see
and Sam's going to go hurry up. He liked it.
Yep, and I didn't see what got John's attention on that one, but that guy was wide open. And you got to figure red zone. You got to look for those crossers, man. You got to be very careful about that. So now he's just going to shamelessly go into that drop back zone. Everybody.
All right, Brady dropping back, looking, and sacked at the 8-yard line. No one open.
Honestly, not the worst thing. Gives him a little bit more space. If John keeps doing that, it's going to be tough sledding. So now we're going to have to see Sam try to ad-lib on the fly and just find a seam, find somebody open, and make it happen.
All right, Sam coming out in the shotgun 3-receiver formation. Hands it off to Tomlinson, well covered by John. Nothing there. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, what do you pick in this situation? It's very tough.
Yeah, and depending on your receivers, I'm not familiar with Sam's receivers really, but does not seem like he's... Well, Tate is fairly tall, and I'm not sure what his receiver 1, Johnson, is like, but... All right, Brady in the pocket. And he's got Grisham. What a play.
Well, and there he found the hole because those zones that he was assigning are all looking more towards the corner, and he just goes right to the seam and fits it right in. Hell of a pass.
Well passed by Sam. Precision passing there at its finest. And we've got a tie game, 14-14, with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I hope you guys haven't gone anywhere because we're about to get a phenomenal ending. All right, here comes Sam kicking off to D. Ford. And he's going to return it. Angling left, looking for some space, slowing down a little bit, goes back right, breaks a tackle. Doesn't quite get the second one, so good coverage on that return by Sam.
I think Sam could taste that ball popping out there. I think he got a little excited.
Oh, yes. Now, if I remember correctly, they already had been playing a game that sync errored and they couldn't get it back up. That game was tied as well, so it looks like these two have just been close all day.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Jones running up the middle, breaks the tackle with a spin, but doesn't quite get away from the second and third guy. And it's going to be a 4-yard gain, and John's going to go hurry up. In the same formation, 2 backs, 2 receivers. Jones up the middle again, tackled for a gain of 5, so that's going to be a first down. And John's going to go hurry up again. 1 tight end, 2 backs, 2 receivers. He's going to play action, looking for Best. Oh, looking for Hayward Bay, and it's
no!
Picked. What a good play by Sam to get in front of that user, slow him down, and make sure he's the one that comes down with it.
And that is, he was single coverage. You think that would be open, but I don't think Sam must not have had his defensive backs pressed, and the guy stayed behind the receiver, and that's what can happen.
And with John, that normally would be open. I mean,
Yep.
we all know that. That is
Yep.
normally a gimme. And Sam somehow gets his guy in front of the receiver to make sure the receiver can't get around him. Solid run by Tomlinson there for a gain of 9, bringing up 2nd and inches. And Sam is going to be content to take as much time off this clock as possible before he goes for any kind of a points play. Tomlinson up the
Absolutely.
middle again for a gain of only about 2, but it gets him a first down. That's all Sam needs. He's going to go hurry up here. Make sure to keep John's same defense on the field. And he's just got to be careful not to fumble. All right, bringing Tate into maybe looking for man or zone coverage here. He's just motioning his receivers around. Taking his time.
Got to watch that edge rush. I mean, he's got, it's four rushers, but they're spread out like that. I would just run it up the middle here. And I think Sam's just killing time.
All right, Tomlinson with a huge hole.
Oh, no.
Oof, close to going all the way for Sam there. Did you ever look up Tomlinson's speed?
I didn't know. It was going to interfere with the stream. It's on the same screen, so
right,
I didn't want to mess
I'll
with it.
look it up.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
But if I had to guess, he's probably 88 speed right now.
All right, Brady in the pocket, looking right, has
beautiful
Jones
pass.
wide open, and a penalty from John. This is going all Sam's way at this point.
And if you're John right now, this is a sinking, terrible feeling. We've all been there. Maybe not in the Super Bowl, but, big game. You don't want to be in this spot. And that hell of a pass, if he throws a bullet, it might get tipped, but he'd throw the touch pass on it like I preach all the time, and he gets that completion. Now he's in the driver's seat.
John bringing the pressure here. It looks like he's set on the run. The fullback goes up the middle and only a gain of about 3. John knows Sam's just going to run this down as far as he can and then probably kick a field goal to try and win it.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 28-yard line. Set.
All right, Sam coming out in that split back look again.
Red 25.
3 wide receivers. John stacking up that left side, trying to make sure the run doesn't go anywhere. Brady, that was a dangerous pass over the head of the defender, but it's just knocked away. That does stop the clock.
It does. And we know Sam's almost certainly going to kick the field goal if he gets stopped here. So John's still looking okay. He's got 2 timeouts. He's got 1:55.
All right. Tomlinson is 87 speed, by the way.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. It looks like Jones in the backfield, so almost certainly a pass here from Sam. John trying to make sure he's got all the zones covered.
And we got 1 pass rusher.
All right. Brady looking. He's got Jones, and that's a first down for Sam.
Oh, boy.
That could be curtains for John. He still has 2 timeouts left, though, so he could get this ball back with a little bit of time if he plays this right.
And if you're John, this is the right strategy. You got to see what Sam's going to do, see if he's really dedicated to taking every last second, because you never know. Maybe Sam will hang himself here, but he's going to wait as long as possible to call those 2 timeouts.
Yeah. So clutch play there from Sam to get himself a first down. And it looks like Sam is going to let this run down as far as he can. Maybe in a ranked game, this would be something you could complain about, but this is the Super Bowl, guys. We're going to do whatever it takes to win.
I mean, even in a league game, we're going to run this clock down for sure.
Oh, yes. Sam's going to leak every second off and then just run up the middle, covering that ball with all he's worth. And now John calls his timeout.
Well, and if you recall, John's last game before he took that, I think 1 or 2 season break was against Sam, who knocked him out in the playoffs. John at that point had won a few Super Bowls, was feeling a little burnt, and Sam just piled on him and knocked him out. So a little bit of deja vu here for John, but it's not over yet.
All right. And no matter who wins this, I have to say, I don't remember ever seeing as evenly matched a game as this one. I think this was definitely a Super Bowl that you could argue was heavily determined by RNGs. Both players played a great game, and we'll see how this one ends. There's still a minute left. Sam trying to make some adjustments, just seeing what he can find on John.
Well, he's
looking for those rushers.
He's got to be extremely careful.
All right, passing it to the right with Tomlinson. John looking for that strip with all he's worth, but Tomlinson has that covered. So it looks like if Sam runs this and just gets it down, John would have maybe between 20 and 30 seconds left to put together a drive with no timeouts. But with Ford in the backfield there, you can never be sure that John will just take this to the house.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I would probably kneel on this just because of how good John is at stripping, and I don't think he's stripped one yet this game. So I'm not gonna play
So
with
it's in
that
the
fire.
cards.
Yeah, I'm not playing with that fire if I'm Sam.
Well, Sam is definitely holding his breath here, as is John, and as are we all. Oh, he's going to pass it. Going for the
Oh
deep
my!
pass. He's got Johnson. Oh, those are balls. Oh, what a way to finish off your offense in the Super Bowl by Sam.
That is.
I don't know
gutsy.
what John was expecting there, but I definitely know that I was not expecting a pass. I was just expecting Sam to play this as safe as possible
No, now
and leave it all on the
Did
field.
John run commit that? I was so shocked by the pass I couldn't hear it.
I did not see if he run committed. No.
That must be a go-to money play. That's the second time now for Sam. He's hit on that one.
All right, but this is not over yet. John
No,
has a
far from
minute,
over.
and John is like the Patrick Mahomes of the Madden world, and he can do a lot in a minute. There's plenty that can happen in a minute, and I think we can both be fairly sure that if John gets a touchdown here, he is not going for a 1 point. He's going for 2.
Tough to say on that one, but I think he knows he has. Now he's going to run here, but I think he knows he has some place he can go to for some long gains if he has time in the pocket.
All right, Sam bringing him down there. John's going to have to hurry up here. 50 seconds left. Audibling into pass formations. And Sam needs to really play good defense here. Best up the middle again for a solid gain. 40 seconds left, so that play itself took around 40 seconds, or 10 seconds rather,
Yeah,
for
and
John.
that just goes to show how tough Sam's D has been all game if John's just running the ball right now.
Play action, running right, looking for Hayward Bay. Does he have him?
Oh,
And
no.
it's picked, and that'll do it, folks. Sam takes the
Holy
knee.
cow.
What an end to this Super Bowl. Sam doing 2 picks off of what are normally absolute money plays for John. Those deep routes to a single receiver, and Sam manages to pick off 2 of them.
I can't
So,
believe
well
the
played.
result. I got to be honest. I can't believe it.
Everything was stacked against Sam in this game, and I have to say, what a great game by both of these players, especially defensively. I mean, the offenses, we knew they were going to be good, but the defense in this game was astounding. What a great game by both of them. Congratulations to Sam, your IML 2010 Super Bowl winner. Takes the first trophy home to Brazil. So you guys, we've got a few Brazilians in here. I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
That's the end of the game.
Sam takes his first Super Bowl win. John takes his first Super Bowl loss. Well played to both these players. Final game worthy of what has been a very intense season in this league.
Wow. I still can't believe it. That's nuts. All right. So let's open up the stream room. If anybody, we'll first open it up to the competitors, obviously. So we will be hanging out in the stream room. If anybody wants to come in, make some comments, heap some praise on these 2 guys. Still an amazing season by John. I mean, the playoff performances that he put together were extremely impressive. So
Extremely.
nothing to be sad about for. I mean, obviously, you lose the Super Bowl, it's gonna sting, but he can still hang his head pretty high on his performance this year. So let's head to the stream room.
All right. We'll see if someone hops in here in just a few minutes. And just to let you guys know, you're following us here, we'll be streaming our divisional selection. And along with that, we'll be streaming the league awards ceremony as well for your MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and all of your positional awards. So tune in for that as well. And hopefully we'll be able to get some good traction going with the streaming. I think it's worked this year. This is the first time we've tried it, but it's been a smash hit. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. We're enjoying doing it. So we'll definitely be keeping on with this idea.
Absolutely. And I think we're gonna start doing some clips on TikTok too, because I heard that it's popular for people to post, maybe this is just obvious. Maybe everybody knows this now, but I guess it's a thing where you post clips of yourself playing, or in our case, our league members playing, and people just really like to watch that. So there might be some avenues there to get additional members into the league. So we'll see.
That could be. And if any of you guys have any ideas or suggestions, we're trying to do our best to really, amplify the reach of this league. I know a lot of you guys are kind of down on the new Madden games, and we really enjoy doing this, playing this. It's an old game. We're going on 15 years for this thing now, but hey, we all love it. Some of us are good at it. Some of us are absolutely terrible at it. But it's fun, and we enjoy the league. We enjoy the community. So if any of you guys have any suggestions for us, send us a message, share it with us, and we'll take it into consideration.
Yeah, for sure. So it doesn't look like anybody's joining the stream channel right now, and I don't think we have John or Sam, unfortunately. But we got Heavy.
Hey.
Looks like we got Heavy. We'll see if he wants to say something. But before he does, I'll just kind of sum up how I feel about. So Sam, as I said in the pregame, has had some strong playoff performances in the past, but this just undeniably solidifies him as the top player now. I mean, you win a Super Bowl here, it's very hard to do, and we've had some, we had some Super Bowl victories earlier in our league lifespan. People that haven't won since then, I guess there's probably one person I'm talking about, but generally lately it's been the same few guys that have just been steamrolling to those titles, and now we get a new player for the first time in a long time to win one. It's really awesome. It's a good sign for the balance of the league. So I can't say enough about Sam's performance. That was just gutty as fuck, man. Like throwing those passes like that when he could have just taken the 3 or 4 yards and kicked a field goal. That's very impressive. So Heavy, do you want to chime in, or are you just kind of lurking?
I'm just kind of looking around because you guys said all that and no one joined, and no one still has joined, so I figure I might as well be the one.
Welcome.
He did an amazing job. Like I'm shocked. Like he threw the ball and you got a touchdown and then he stopped John.
Yeah.
What absolutely gutsy performance!
Yeah.
I can't believe how it unfolded.
All right, we've got Sign in the room too, so let's see if Sign has anything to say. He's deafened though. I'm not sure if he can hear us.
I'm sure he'll
There he
correct
goes.
it. But yeah, I agree, and I think John showing a lot of desperation on some of those last drives, heaving it deep instead of just going intermediate. It seemed like he was either going to run it or he was going to go deep. And
Yeah, in my opinion, he should have used that I-form Herod Bait corner route instead of trying to force it deep like that because that was very well covered, and I wondered why he started running the ball. Like he should have done more traditional John offense in his final drive, but instead he just ran the ball and he forced it, and then he lost the game after results.
yeah, and I think that only happens when when you don't have confidence, and that defensive line of Sam's is just giving you hell all day long. You don't really, and plus his coverage was great. So yeah, you take away that confidence to throw intermediate, and it's just hard to put something together. Let's see.
Sign, you around? Got something to say?
So what's up?
Oh, Sign, I got a somebody from the past wants to jump in here and say a few things. He watched the stream and he wants to give Sam a quote unquote verbal handshake for his performance, but it says that invites are disabled. So how do I do that?
Let me just send you one real quick.
Okay.
No worries. Who's it? Is it Starman?
No.
No, unfortunate. He left the league because only the same people compete, right? And then the season that he leaves, this happens. Kind of ironic, right? Alright, let me find this for you.
I think I can send it to him as well, but
Just send it to him. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
all right.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood. I think he's just going to message Sam directly. So anyway, if he comes, he comes. Any comments on the game sign?
Yeah, I wanted to say it can show you, right? Obviously, Sam is a very conservative player, right? Always punting, always taking the 3 points. But it can show you, sometimes that can pay off, right? Obviously, sometimes I watch his games and I'm like, why would you punt there? Why would you take the 3 points there? Like, just be a bit more daring, right? But then sometimes it can actually pay off for you, right? It paid off, against me. I think there was 2, 3 downs where I didn't take 3 points, and then he ended up winning the game. This game, he punts every time. He takes, doesn't go for any fourth down, and it ends up paying off in the end. Just shows you that conservative play can kind of pay off, and that's what I wanted to say.
I think it's interesting you said that because the few times he did just punt the ball or take the three, it actually backfire for him. The majority, he just played conservative, and when he didn't, it actually completely backfired. So it's really interesting you said that.
John just made a great point in the general channel. He said Sam took down opponents with a combined 7 Super Bowl wins in 9 seasons. So only 2 of the Super Bowls were not won by somebody Sam just beat in the playoffs. That was very impressive.
Wow.
Oh shit!
All right. Well,
That's great. That's great. I just think, obviously, are we still live? Are we still live on Twitch?
Oh yeah, we're still live. This is all getting added in, so and these will stay up on Twitch.
Yeah, then obviously for the people that are still watching, right? Obviously, Sam is seed number 8, right? He even said he lost 4 games in a row during the regular season, and he beat me and John, and he ended up winning the Super Bowl. For all the people here that say that there's no competition.